Hi. I just wanted to do one little closing video on my June juicing. Although June is still progressing, as you know, I finished my actual colema and my sort of deep juicing, cleansing stuff, and and I gotta say it feels phenomenal. I feel really, really good. So glad I did this. I don't think that I mentioned before, but basically for each colema, you get your colema mix, which I've already talked about before, and then I would just buy those gallon bottles of distilled water. I decided on distilled water, and yeah, so it's about 3.8 liters, I think, and you kind of get that done. But that's the one thing I didn't mention in prior videos. I just wanted to make sure that I put that out there in case anyone is going to embark on this journey. And so far I know one other person that's going to now go on their cleansing journey. But I've got to report, I feel phenomenal. I've got so much energy. I feel like I've literally dropped the world, as far as bloating and just excess water weight and weight. I mean, obviously, dropping a parasite probably means you're going to drop a few kilos along the way, but I feel really, really good. And I feel like my skin is still purging a little bit, so it's not, glowing as it will. But I've noticed that my sort of appetite hasn't really come back, which leads me to think that, I think things like cheeses and breads and sugars and stuff, they're obviously very addictive, and there's so many studies that talk about how sugar is as addictive, if not more, than even cocaine. And I've wasn't doing cocaine, but sugar definitely crept in, and so did breads and cheeses especially. It was like, couldn't get enough cheese, like a grilled cheese sandwich. I was just such a sucker. So I don't have any of those cravings anymore, so I don't know how much the parasite actually had to maybe even do with that. But I'm just noticing what I am craving now is a nice juice or a smoothie. I've posted in the past, and if you're on the Instagram page, you can look at the little highlights, I think they're called, and I've posted some of the foods, and I'll continue to add foods to that, because I think as I try the raw foods, and I've got a whole cookbook and I've got a whole slew of recipes that I'm dying to try for the raw food diet. But as I try it, I'll kind of keep you posted, and I'm going to start including some of the juices, some of my favorite juices that I used along the way. But what I am craving is avocado and my spring rolls. I always crave that after I finish the juicing, and the cauliflower tabbouleh. They're just my favorite. They're just so phenomenal. So I'm noticing I'm kind of craving that, but I feel like in the past years, because I was in a retreat, and maybe because this time I'm working and actually carrying on with, sort of quote unquote normal life, I'm maybe not as, I don't know if, I don't want to say bored, because you definitely, I think we've all heard of, munching while at work, just sort of mindlessly eating something. I don't even have those cravings, but I'm actually surprised that I feel like at the retreats, and they're beautiful. There are these resorts and all that. And I can go ahead and post the link of the retreat that I used to go to, which is Orion in Koh Samui, Thailand. I feel like when I was there, I was just a tiny bit more, not obsessed, but like definitely looking forward to the next juice or my first meal. And I remember, sort of for the 3 days before my cleanse would end, I'd be sitting there putting together the perfect menu of my, break of the fast meal. And, it was so elaborate. And then, because you're so used to just, having your few juices a day and your veggie broth, you take 3 bites and you're basically absolutely stuffed. So, but this time I'm noticing that I'm not feeling any of that. And someone's just joined. Hi, Susanna, Q2. I'm a very good reader right now, but hello, thank you for joining me. So yeah, I've just noticed that this time around, because I think I did it at home, and I don't know, just living a regular life, I just feel like I wasn't kind of jonesing for my next juice. I feel like it was easier. I want to say. I feel like it was easier. And so now that I'm finished, I don't really have a lot of cravings. I'm totally content to just have a juice in the morning, and I'm hoping that that lasts for a while. And like I mentioned before, I am going to finish the raw food diet at least till the end of June, but I'm hoping to just carry it on longer, you know, if not making a permanent sort of lifestyle change. Obviously, that's not always going to be appropriate, but as much as I can, that's the journey I want to continue, because I really do feel phenomenal. So much energy. My skin looks better. My hair isn't breaking. You know, everything is just happier overall. So I cannot recommend it enough. And I want to thank everybody that definitely helped me along. I have posted this before, but just a big thank you to all the healers. My Reiki and sound therapy healer, which, Piata, which I've mentioned in the past. My beautiful acupuncturist at the Needle and Leaf. Cannot thank her enough. She actually did some very specific needling for parasites, and I'm telling you, she did it. And that night is when the parasite kind of started coming out. So there's got to be something to it. And then Barbara with Beach Fitness, you know, she helped me with the nutraceuticals and made sure that I had the right supplements and made sure that I was taking them, and then found a supplement really appropriate for passing the parasite and just making sure that I get rid of everything, because that was an uncomfortable feeling. And just, you know, all the support of everybody, my friends and my family. So really beautiful. And I think it is important that you get a little bit of support. But, you know, if you are thinking of doing anything remotely like this, be it a raw food fast, a juice cleansing fast, whatever you want to do, and you feel like you don't have enough support, you can definitely reach out to me, and I will be here to kind of support you along the way if you have any questions, or if you're, you know, struggling with something or whatnot. Just absolutely feel free to reach out to me. I think this is a really beautiful journey, and I encourage anyone that's even interested in this. I think you won't regret it. So thank you so, so much. And stay tuned for what I embark upon next. There'll be something. So bye. Thank you.